You're kidding. How much?
How much for what?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, for his book deal?
Ha. Compare us all you want. Only one Colmenero has a movie deal, and it's not Roberto. Samuel, I'm sorry. Can you please hold? Absolutely not. Out of my office, now.
But
I just shipped my son out of the country because of your little stunt. You think we're just gonna go back to being friends?
You have blood on your hands. You tell me about Maya. Should I just try to be nice to him? Even though I fucked up? I do believe that I fucked up, by the way. I do regret my decision.
admit it, Lucas. You have blood on your hands.
Whatever you think, you know, you'll never be able to prove it.
Hmm?
Now get out!
Suspicious.
What the fuck was that? I can't prove anything? Whatever happened to Maya, Lucas was definitely involved.
Ooh, you know it's suspicious whenever you say you can't prove it.
No, I'm not going near that man again. Not alone, anyway.
See, this whole time I thought that... Okay, why is that still there?
Fuck. This doesn't look so great for Gwen.
Notice, in accordance with the rules and policies of Caledon University, Gwen Hunter has been suspended from her duties pending further investigation. Please contact the Office of Student Affairs with any concerns. I thought that Sophie had an affair with him, and that was like the basis of why I did what I did, because he wasn't giving me enough information. Let's see.
I'm surprised Lucas agreed to do this.
Oh my goodness, yeah, honestly, me too. It's a roast and he's the victim. Maybe he wants to be humbled. But now, I do think that somebody had an affair with him. No, okay. But, oh, okay, but why would he assume that Sophie is the one that told his son that he was at fault for the divorce? Let's talk to the future. Quit looking backwards. Yeah, Lucas.
Think about who you want to be. Don't get hung up on who you were. That's growth.
And now...
I know I should say something. It's just... It took me so long to get into the society. I'll be damned if I quit because of one little comment. Still, if I don't speak up, who will? I swear, if it was anyone else in charge, I'd feel a little bit better about all this. I don't know.
Something
The
about
society.
Abraxas?
Was she talking about Abraxas?
Yeah. Can I hear another one?
I know I should say something. It's just... It took me so long to get into the society. I'll be damned if I quit because of one little comment. Still, if I don't speak up, who will? I swear, if it was anyone else in charge, I'd feel a little bit better about all this. I don't know.
The society.
Yeah.
Was she talking about Abraxas?
Yeah. Hello.
The art department really pushes for self-expression in every medium. I like that about Caledon.
Assignment. Create a mask that is specific not to your family or culture, but to you as an individual. Consider the parts of your face that will be covered and which will be left exposed. Finalist Membrane by Elsie, Binary by Celeste, and An Elephant Never Forgets by Joshua Byers.
Oh, wow. These are, extremely creepy. Sorry.
Her voice sounds off today. Is that just me?
Loretta's a hard worker. I'll give her that. I just wish she'd use her powers for good.
Yeah. Okay, now what? I know I need to... Okay. We're gonna shift. Meeting tomorrow. Where's Lucas's room again? Is it over here? No pets on campus. Gotcha, gotcha. Darren Carlson.
I have to weasel my way into Lucas's office.
Oh, because he's at the Burlington Expo. You know, who's gonna stop somebody from telling?
Let's see what I can find about Maya.
From telling people that I'm in their offices? Gwen
Poor
and
devil.
Lucas?
Banished to the hell from whence he came. World's okayest dad. Might be the first time Lucas didn't oversell himself. Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly.
The Golden Moment by Jorge Martinez. Mr. Colmenero. I just almost made him a doctor. It's been years and you probably don't remember me, but I was hoping you'd do me the honor of being the first to read this. My publisher would go crazy for a blurb, but that's not what's important. You inspired me so much as an undergrad. I just want you to tell me your thoughts. Advanced reader copy, do not distribute. I think
Looks
I'm
like
in
a
love.
fun read. I didn't know Lucas did fun. That's probably his ex-wife. They look really happy here.
Looks can be deceiving. New message from Moses. Okay, so the guy shouldn't have been. The official report was that Marjorie Alderman was diagnosed with severe abdominal pains, a psychosomatic response to the overwhelming grief stemming from the death of her husband. Oh. Jesus. I know. Detective Vince Alderman was never born and never existed, but the residue remains at the margins. The scientist in me is curious about the how of it all. But the black guy in a horror movie in me says it's better to leave this particular thread alone and the latter one out.
If Alderman never existed, how the hell do Moses and I remember him?
That's probably the best course of action, and thank you, Moses, for everything. It's science, I had to check. Just wish we could tell Safi about this wild shit. So do I. We need to figure this out before what happened to him happens to someone we care about. I may as well do my little reading right here. Because why not? I wasn't feeling okay to do it before. Just because, I was having some issue going on with, my medication. But I'm doing good now. Oh my goodness, my grad student, my grad student, he's my grad student now. My acquaintance, now he's my friend. Moses and Sophie have been friends for years. That night, Moses and I found her body. Max has a gun. Moses saw that photo of me. He thinks I killed Sophie. I rewound into the past and I was holding the gun. I need to come clean the Moses. This is more than I can handle on my own. Moses is the first person I've shown my powers to in years. I can't even describe what I'm feeling. Is this relief? First Sophie, now Alderman. People are dying because of me. Again. Moses thinks we can figure this out. Thank God for him. That night, we already read this one. Moses has Sophie's camera. She used it to take that selfie of the three of us. Sometime that night, Moses went into his office and drew the Gemini mural he and Sophie had been planning. Maybe other Moses will draw it with her one day. Detective Alderman is focused on Moses. This could get really bad. Well, it did. Moses said Sophie hated Lucas's guts. I'll keep an eye on him. Sophie has a book deal. When I asked Gwen about Sophie's book deal at the Overlook, she wasn't exactly forthcoming. I wonder why. Sophie's book was canceled because it was about her late friend Maya. What the hell did Sophie write? Grad student, poetry major, my best friend. Dead in one world, alive in another. Maya Okada. Rumor has it there was another girl at Caledon who died from apparent suicide. Loretta says that Sophie and Maya were friends and thinks that their deaths are connected somehow. Sophie never mentioned Maya. Maya wasn't only Sophie's friend. Zoe, could you lay down? Zoe, you're distracting me. Lay down. I don't know why you're going to the fridge. You can't open it. What are you doing? Anyways, Maya wasn't only Sophie's friend who died. Maya wasn't only Sophie's friend who died. She was the entire subject of Sophie's book, and Sophie was angry about what happened to her. Yasmin was definitely lying about Sophie and Maya knowing each other. Why would she deny a friendship that was clearly important to Sophie? The statement Vin put out about after Maya's death blamed her mental health struggles. That would have pissed Sophie off. It probably did. Yasmin's administrative assistant. Cow skull. Someone threw a cow skull through Sophie's windshield. The Abraxas kids might have taken it from the snapping turtle, and they report to Vin. Vin runs Abraxas. He might have had his goons steal the cow skull. Vin knew the cow skull went through Sophie's windshield, even though I never mentioned that detail. Vin and Sophie were hooking up? Question mark, exclamation point. Was the cow skull angry ex-boyfriend behavior? Vin admitted that he was the one who threw the cow skull through Sophie's windshield. And the reason why he did it was because he wanted her to be mad at Lucas. Or so he claims. Or I guess that would make sense. One moment. I'm gonna wipe my eyeballs like a fly. Buzz buzz. Passcode. Vin didn't know his own phone passcode. As social as he is, it's odd he'd forget something like that. How did Vin forget his phone passcode? It's his phone. Because he made it some stupid password. Maya Okada. Vin and Sophie were hooking up. Oh my goodness. And Sophie and Maya Okada were very close. Did Vin know Maya too? Gwen said Vin used to follow Sophie and Maya around like a puppy dog. And that Yasmin would have more info. According to what Moses texted me, Vin's statement claimed Maya's death was due to mental health issues. So why all the secrecy? Holy shit, Vin issued that statement at Yasmin's urging to secure his position as her assistant. Book deal. Yasmin knows about Sophie's book deal, but does she know it was canceled? Yasmin seemed surprised and concerned that Sophie's book deal was canceled. That seemed closer lately, and I thought Sophie would have told her. Oh, they seemed closer lately, and I thought Sophie would have told her. My bad. Maya Okada. Exactly how much does Yasmin know about the Maya Okada situation? Gwen hinted that Yasmin was involved in the aftermath of Maya's death. I should have a chat with the boss. Yasmin flat out lied about Sophie knowing Maya. Something's going on here. Yasmin had Vin do a PR spin on Maya's death. that was worth enough to her to land him a job. So what was he covering for? What was she covering for? Because she was the one who did it. Doppelganger-itis. Detective Alderman saw his double at the Overlook. His doppel, before he disappeared. Alderman interacted with a ghostly form of himself. Is this the doppelganger people are alluding to? Cow skull. Someone checked a cow skull through Savi's car window. Who would do that, and why? Amanda says the cow skull belongs to Lucas and that he donated it to the snapping turtle. Why would he donate a cow skull? Amanda says that the Abraxas kids might know something since they were there the night the cow skull went missing. Coffee. Amanda was on campus today and it was weird. Amanda said she came to Caledon for coffee and seemed weirdly dodgy when I asked questions about it. Maybe she just wanted to check in on us. And she didn't want us to know that she was checking in. Film student Moses T.A. Abraxan comes to my seminars coming after Vin Lang's crown. I have a big stooped crush. I was trying to see if it said anything different. Okay. Maya Okada. Diamond noticed Vin reacts whenever Maya's mentioned. The question we both want to know is why. Diamond got Vin to confess. Yasmin put him up to lying about Maya in return to his job, for his job. But there's more to this. Disciplinary hearing. I thought this was saying, because I didn't realize that this was the continuation of the title, and I thought Max was saying Gwen should take me as her wife. Cause same. Disciplinary hearing. One moment. Gwen seemed rightfully upset about getting forced out of her office. Gwen has a disciplinary hearing coming up. What do they think she did? Gwen was caught on camera dealing drugs to students but swears it wasn't her. Is this doppelganger-itis again? The flash drive footage of Gwen dealing sure looked like her, but the smirk directly at the camera raises even more questions. Book deal. What if it's Safi? What if that's Safi's power? Somehow? Because Max also had a doppelganger. Max had a doppelganger. Book deal. Gwen was involved somehow in canceling Safi's book deal. Why? So it was Gwen who directly set things in motion to cancel Safi's book deal. She emailed her publisher to make it happen. When I asked Gwen at the Overlook what happened with Safi's book deal, she was shocked, but she didn't elaborate. Weird. Gwen canceled Safi's book because it had incendiary content about Safi's friend, Maya, a former Caledon student who died by suicide. Maya Okada. Moses said that Dr. Gwen Hunter would know more about the Maya situation than I would. I hope he's right. Gwen confirmed that Maya Okada was super close with Safi and that she took her own life, but there's more to the story. Zoe, get over here. What are you doing? Lay down. You need to stop. There's nothing over there. You're being nosy. You're being nosy. Don't wag your tail at me. You're being nosy. Don't bark at me. What do you want? You're not getting water. You'll pee-pee. No. Loretta. Maya Okada, rumor has it there was another girl at Caledon who died from apparent suicide. Maya Okada. I saw her name on that plaque by the cherry blossom tree. Loretta says she was friends with Safi. Annoying. Avoid. Oh, jeez. Lucas has an alibi. It wasn't him. She crossed out everything to do with the cow skull. Restraining order. Lucas took out a restraining order against Safi. Why would he do that? Dead World Lucas and Robbie seem thick as thieves, while Living World Lucas seems like he's about to lose custody of his son. What gives? Robbie claims Lucas said some unspeakable things to him. Lucas thinks that Safi has something to do with this somehow. Question mark, question mark. Did Lucas really say those things to his son, or could this be another case of doppelganger-itis? No more restraining order, but Robbie just got shipped out of the country. Oh, it could actually be Safi. That could be Safi's power. That's me, murderer. Max has a gun. There's a picture of me on Safi's camera with a gun. I'm holding a gun. What's more incriminating than that? But I would never hurt Safi. There has been a better explanation, right? I read that all wonkily. But, oh well. I rewound into the past and saw it all myself. That's me. I killed my best friend. Doppelganger-itis. Reggie's convinced he saw some ghostly other him at the crime scene. It's just Reggie being Reggie, or is it just Reggie being Reggie, or is something else going on? Supposedly Reggie saw another version of himself at the crime scene. You're gonna put that there again? Shit, 2 aldermen showed up at the crime scene. Reggie probably did see another version of himself. I think it's Safi. Reggie says, I keep seeing posts about people breaking into the crime scene. Good fucking luck. Have fun being traumatized for the rest of your life. Upside down smiley face, heart, wink. Let me apologize in advance for behaving like a hall monitor, but do you need help? Thanks, Dr. Hunter. I'm fine. I'm just being dramatic. Please don't hesitate to reach out if the time comes. And that's not just me. Caledon's mental health resources aren't as robust as I'd like, but they do exist. Loretta says, dropping a new episode of Get a Clue in 2 days that digs deeper into Safi Llewellyn Fayed's case and explores the death of Maya Okada, Safi's former classmate who also passed away at Caledon. Can't wait to listen. Yasmin says, please be respectful to former students who have passed. Loretta says, I'm so sorry for your loss, President Fayed. I mean that 100%. This is my way of being respectful. Their stories deserve more attention. I see. What? Gwen says, I've lost 2 talented students now, both young women who were highly gifted and bold. I don't know what to make of that beyond I should have done more. The other student you mean it was, Maya, right? She was in my intro class and impressive as hell from day 1. I still think of her frequently. I wish I could have met Maya. She seems like such a real one. We read all of Max's posts.
Cool. I'm a tired sun, sleepy moon, and exhausted rising.
Nice. Amanda says, I'm a border collie sun, cinnamon oat milk latte moon, and slip and slide rising. Melissa says, I can see that. Smart with an adorable face and lactose intolerant. I think you're more Pomeranian than a collie. Wow, our friendship's dead now. Lucas says, Safi's first public reading was at the book expo, and she had all of us eating out of the palm of her hand. She was meant for so much more. Yasmin says she appreciated you being there. She was so nervous. It didn't show. It never did with my Safi. She was full of espressos and having the time of her life. It's nice to remember her that way, says Gwen. Lucas says, I was personalizing WBTT for the book expo, and a fan asked me to address his to Simeon. I said, like the author, but when I looked up, lo and behold, oh, it was really him? It was! So you're a writer's writer. That's so cool. Simeon is a genuinely kind guy. He makes it a point to get autographs from all writers, veterans as well as up-and-comers. The Simeon Lowell, I'd love to get his autograph. Apparently I've read that already. Oh, yeah. Kim says Caledon's art department is amazing, but when they refer to it what they refer to as taste is just an excuse to determine what art is considered low and highbrow. What if we did away with both and let art be art? Vin says won't happen. Hierarchy and money go hand in hand. Somebody has to get shafted. Not true. People should be allowed to like what they like, free of judgment. They should, but they won't, says Vin. I'm with you, Kim, but I believe there should be some distinctions. Maybe we could talk about this over a cup of coffee in the Fab. Oh, and I did see Kim and Audrey talking. Or I saw Audrey talking to somebody about Kim, actually.
Hold the phone. Why does Diamond think it was a suicide? Is this because of what happened to Alderman somehow?
3 days and no word from Caledon, Oregon. The cops... Oh! It's not Oregon. Whoops. "3 days and no word from Caledon or the cops about Safi's death, except a rumor floating around that she took her own life. Moses says, Diamond, please, this isn't helping. In fact, it's more likely to be hurting. Diamond says, I'm sorry, I thought that you of all people would want some answers. Moses says, and I do, believe me, I do, only not like this. Diamond says, I didn't mean to upset you. I know how much she meant to you, to all of us, and we are trying to make sense of the tragedy. Amanda says, finals may be postponed, but the ST is still open. Oh, the Snapping Turtle is still open if anybody wants some late night coffee or just someone to be around. Sadie says, we're open till midnight. Thanks for this, Amanda. Best coffee in all of Lakeport. Would be nice to get out of my dorm for a bit, says Reggie. Moses says, someone once asked me why I like numbers. The reality is numbers have no emotions. That makes them easier to understand. They just are. Oh, babe, easier to understand isn't inherently superior, and what you're going through right now is normal, even if it's also painful. Spoken like someone who's never met an irrational number. I'm kidding, of course, but hopefully that made you smile a little. Victoria says, my long-standing advice, never meet your heroes. That kind of letdown can hurt you if you're not careful. Oof. Oof, is that about Mark or about people in general? People meet their heroes all the time and it's fine. You're so right. Why didn't I think of that? No need to be rude about it. She blocked me. You're so right. Why didn't I think of that? She has every right to block you. Reggie says, panic attack? Sounds like you're just freaked the fuck out or whatever, but it legitimately felt like I was dying. I can't believe I fell apart like that in public. Loretta says, you're fine, sweetheart. It happens to everybody. Reggie says, not sure if that's true, but thanks for coming with me to the nurse. Diamond says, oh yeah, welcome to hell. Reggie says, shit sucks. We're praying for you. Please don't. I hate it when God remembers I exist. Yasmin says, I understand many of you are curious about the recent occurrence at the Overlook, and I assure you your curiosity is a morbid one. I implore you to give the area a wide berth as the investigation proceeds, if not for my sake, then for my daughter's. I'll pass along to the rest of the science department, Dr. Fayed, if Moses hasn't done so already. I appreciate that, Carla. You don't have to tell us twice. Oh, so Carla's not his mom. You don't have to tell us twice. We haven't even seen any cryptid activity in the vicinity. I don't know what a cryptid is, but thank you all the same. Lucas says, my little man Robbie advanced to the debate nationals. I love you and I'm so proud. Robbie, thanks, Dad. Why is that his picture? I hope you'll be in town. Lucas says, you're my priority. I'll be there. Go, Robbie. Lucas is always bragging about you in class. You got this, Robbie. Loretta says, there's nothing more important than taking care of your friends when they're hurting. Reggie says, you know something, Loretta? You're cool. I know. That's right. Why are you yelling? Sorry, honey, your mom broke the keyboard. I didn't even realize that it was in all caps. Amanda Comedy. I'm taking student loan forgiveness into my own hands. If you took out loans to go to Caledon, you get happy hour prices at all day, Monday through Thursday, only for the next 2 weeks. I'm not made of money. Yes, I meant to add except Reggie because he owes money in total broken glassware. No, fine, you two. Thank you. Vin says the thing about acting is it lets you be someone you're not for a little while. I miss it sometimes. There's only so much whiskey you can do. That's why I keep telling you to try out for my play. That's a student production. There's no rule that says a dog can't play basketball. Are you drinking without me? Next time you get a minute, you should drag your pretty ass down to NYC. You should get an ensemble. You could get an ensemble role, no problem. Moses says, sorry for the radio silence of late. Been grieving the death of my best friend and will for some time. If you need me, please be patient. Babe, I'm sorry about your friend and I'm sorry for what you're going through. If you need me, you know I'm here. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. Oh, Moses, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I'm not just your TA, you know, says Diamond. Was wondering why you'd been quiet recently. I'm genuinely sorry for your loss, Moses. Diamond says my dual tone project was always about talking to and hearing from the past. With Sophie gone, I wonder what message she'd leave there now. That's really sweet of you that you're thinking of her, Diamond. I've been asking myself what she'd say constantly for the last 2 days. Thanks for saying that, Moses. I hope you're doing okay. Didn't know this was your art project. I wonder what it'd be like to hear from a ghost. So I go to grad school in hopes of getting a good job, and then I get a great job offer while in grad school. I really don't know what to do. This sounds like one of those good problems, I think. I mean, you're not in grad school only as a job prospect. You're a great scientist. You're right, I am a great scientist, but these student loans ain't paying for themselves. I'd hate to see you go, and if it would move the needle, I could talk to Yasmin on your behalf, see what we can work out. And if you don't want to, if you don't want that presumably lucrative job, I'd be more than happy to take it off your hands. And then, there we go. We are caught the fuck up. Fucking finally. Polaroid.
How'd they get in here? Jesus, some of these items are priceless. I've got a lot on my plate. I don't need this right now. Where the hell's Yasmin? Where's security?
Was that Sophie?
First Gwen's slashed tires. Now Lucas's office? What's going on in this timeline?
Sophie, somehow. She's still alive. Snapshot.
Pretentious, shiny, and probably hasn't typed a word in years. Kinda like Lucas.
I do want to point out that you're not supposed to let people know that you're in his office, but we're taking a picture in his office. Okay. Is there anything cool to do a double exposure with? I'm gonna do a double vision type thing. There we go. Oh, we just saved it instead of posting it. Smart, 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 smart.
Guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor Colmenero.
Honestly, it wouldn't for me either. If I could get an espresso machine. I love espresso.
These folders are all from this year. I doubt I'll find anything about Maya.
What about down here?
That's a lot of junk. maybe what I need is somewhere in there.
Ooh. Whoa.
I didn't realize just how much Lucas's book has resonated with people.
Dear Professor Colmenero, I'm writing to tell you that the Caledon Book Club is going to be reading Wilder Beasts and These for the month of March. I read it last summer and absolutely fell in love with it. I think it's probably my favorite book now, and I wanted to share that experience with the rest of the group. Wilder Beasts and These means a lot to me, especially as a Latina. I don't get to see myself represented in much of media, so Carolina's story is pretty near and dear to my heart. So it's a fictional book. It would make my year if you came to the book club meeting on Tuesday, March 31st at 5 p.m. 5? 5. I'm gonna assume p.m. I don't know why I assumed p.m. Anyways, I was thinking you could be here while we discuss the book and maybe do a small reading for us. Excited to hear your reply, Valeria Cruz, Caledon Book Club President. Why'd he put it in a junk folder?
Yasmin did one of these?
Wow. The Snapping Turtle in Caledon University presents Krampus on campus. Join us for libations and board games. Campus roast with guest of honor Yasmin Fayad. Have you been naughty or nice?
Maybe he reads it for the articles.
America's best least dressed man. Maybe. Oh my goodness, are we finding out something about Lucas? Is he questioning his sexuality?
Whoa, why were Lucas and Maya meeting so much? This can't be a repeat of what happened at my high school. One time was far too many.
I don't think so. She probably did take her life, but it may not be for the reason that people are thinking. I think she had powers, because why else would Safi mention Maya while she's controlling the storm? Okay, also I was thinking on this. Theory. Let me wait until I see Maya's picture.
Well, this at least confirms Maya took his class.
So, my theory is that, okay, either Maya or Safi controls the storm, okay? I'm leaning towards Maya being the storm and Safi being the doppelganger, right? Maya, okay, so maybe they knew that Max was going to come. Maybe they can also control time, I don't know. Maybe they knew that Max was going to kill Safi for whatever reason. Maybe in their timeline, Max came to Vermont and killed Safi. But maybe in order to prevent that, or she killed Maya. And then in order to prevent that, or as revenge, they went back in time, caused the storm in hopes of killing Max. But then it didn't kill Max. So then they were like, okay, well, we've got to get Max to come to Vermont so that we can murder her ass. And so Safi told Yasmin to seek out Max because she's such a good artist. And then that would explain why, because Max said that whenever she met Safi, it was because Safi just came out of nowhere and decided to, like, steal her and take her out for the day while she was meeting with Yasmin. Because Safi wanted to get close to Max and then murder her. But then Max found out and murdered Safi. Is that what's gonna happen?
Oh. That
Maya
could
Okada.
Definitely be Maya Okada.
Can't believe the Lucas Colmenero wants to be my mentor. Going to bring in what I have so far tomorrow. I'm a little stuck on where to go next, and maybe you can help me brainstorm. Excited to see what you think. Thanks again, M.O.
Of course, Lucas is the type of asshole that makes you buy his own book for class.
Of course. I hate that. Course materials, his own book, creative writing for the prospective fictionalist by Lucas Colmenero. Shaking my head. So are we good? Look.
Don't think I've ever seen this sort of tree in the wild.
What do you mean? What do you mean, what sort of tree? I've seen all of those trees in the wild, so... Or are we talking about the deer? I've also seen those trees in the wild. And you have too. Advanced reader copy. I think... Are we done? Way to just slam the door. Wrong way. So now what do? Do we go talk to him? Wait, where am I going?
No, I'm not going near that man again.
Okay, well then what do you want me to do? Talk to Vin, find more information about Maya.
Alone, anyway.
We fucked up
Loretta's a
talking to
hard
her.
worker. I'll give her that. I just wish she'd use her powers for good.
We fucked up talking to her because we brought up Reggie.
I can't imagine being this trusting. Don't they know there's snoops like me around?
Let's go to the admin building then.
This school's success means a lot to Yasmin.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop,
I
boop,
have
boop.
to talk to Lucas. Now.
Excuse me? How am I supposed to talk to him? You said you don't want to go into his office and talk to him alone. Text him. Oh. Hey. Hey. How did that open? Hey. Oh. Hey. Hey. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello. Hello. Show him your powers. I compel you with the power of time. What am I doing? Draw on his thing. Make espresso in his office.
Whatever Lucas knows about Maya, it's serious enough to make him... No, I'm not going near that man again. Not alone, anyway.
Not alone.
Loretta's a hard worker. I'll give her that. I just wish she'd use her powers for good.
Not alone.
Professor's sitting on the table? Sugar and spices in my latte? Yes. Eggnog? No.
Yeah, I don't want eggnog in my latte.
No caffeine? This week of all weeks? I predict outright revolt before the week is out.
It's finals week and regrettably we're out of the good stuff and currently only have decaf. The demand was higher than expected, but we should have restock in a few days' time. Can I go back there? Can I work here? Can I ponder? Can I ponder? Oh. don't know what to do. He's at the Burlington Expo.
No, Lucas. Sounds like a great time to take a look around inside.
I already did. Do we want to enter again? Read the book. Distribute it. Sell it. Okay, I looked at everything. I've already talked to Lucas, so am I bugging? Okay, yeah, I think I was bugged out because now I'm getting a bunch of stuff. Unknown number. Crosstalk. I don't know what the new crosstalk is. Oh, the journal. Oh. I forgot about the journal. Okay, we read that. December 6th. I really stepped in it. Lucas isn't exactly the kind of guy I want gunning for me. I don't want to diagnose him with a serial killer dark room syndrome, but his vibes are all off. Sophie doesn't like him, and I don't have any reason not to trust her instincts, and she deserves to know if someone is filing charges against her. Should I apologize, or maybe I'll just never speak to him again? Or hopefully he never speaks to me again, though it's unlikely. Caledon's a small world. It's so easy to run into people. I really don't need more enemies right now. December 6th, YOLO Bear Mug, Live Fast Eat S. I know what you would have said. Let it burn, Max. And trust me, I wanted to, but just not as much as I wanted to know what was on the flash drive. And yeah, I know, I can't fix everything, but if I can help Gwen, I have to try, don't I? Except you can't help Gwen. YOLO Bear Mug? Oh, because he threw the bear mug. Okay, gotcha. Whoa, she gave Vincent devil horns. Alderman clearly anticipated backup in his investigation, and I wasn't going to be the one to help him. And if he hoped to drive a wedge between me and Moses by asking for my help, then he only ended up making our bond stronger. He seems like he's used to things going his way. He tried to act nonchalant, but I could tell he was annoyed. I wish he'd focus on figuring out what happened to Sophie instead of playing mind games. Alderman knows about my powers. He forced his way in here and scared the shit out of me. Maybe if I pretended I was on his team, he wouldn't have busted in here like that, but I doubt it. Oh, only one thing can tell. Maybe if I replay the game. Worst thing is he saw the photo and just smiled at me. The fuck? He's plotting something, but I don't know what to do. How do I stop a cop? Chloe, later, the strangest shit happened. My old powers came back and I saw what happened with Sophie. I did do it. I don't know how, but I can't let this happen. It feels like I'm running in circles and I don't know how to make it all just stop. Full disclosure, I'm going to let whatever happens. That's the ending I'm gonna get, is that I'm gonna kill Sophie. Probably. What the fuck? I could have saved Alderman if I, What the fuck? I could have saved Alderman. I could have saved him, couldn't I? I was so close. If only Moses hadn't... Shit, Moses saved my life. I didn't know what would happen. Neither of us did, but he leapt in anyways. It's been a long time since I was, the one being pulled from a bad end, by someone else. Who knows what would have happened to me if Moses hadn't stepped in. We bonded in a way only near-death experience can. God, I hope Moses is alright. Please let him be alright. Well, he has a gray hair now. But for some reason, I don't, because I'm the timey-wimey god. Oh, yeah. I don't have a new message. I didn't have a new crosstalk, and I also don't have a new message. Strange.
What did you do to Maya, Lucas?
Okay, but you're not letting me talk to him. Is that why? That guy looks like Lucas.
I didn't realize I needed cryptid erotica until just now.
Mothman.
Keep up my shenanigans and they'll have to add Max Caulfield to the list. Looks like they're pulling Gwen's books from the library.
Aww.
This is such bullshit.
Oh, she's got two. Hunter. Wait, no, who's this? Girls with sharp edges. Who's that? Oh, it's just a random book. Okay, gotcha. So it's just saying to remove that one by Gwen Hunter. Oh no, not my girlfriend. She's not my girlfriend.
Isabel, you were absolutely right. As always. What was I right about? As it happens, a number of folks, faculty and staff alike, would love a 4-day work week.
And how many would you say a number is?
A dozen, and I only started talking to people after our chat yesterday. Not just the work week either. Lots of issues came up.
Such as?
Salaries, tenure track, the fact that at least 3 different department heads, including ours, have always been men.
We've been thinking too small.
We've been thinking way too small.
So a new proposal wouldn't be for a 4-day work week period. It'd be for a 4-day work week and...
Yes and no. We're not submitting a new proposal.
Holy shit, Rati. You mean...
Oh, Rati.
I do. Better to beg forgiveness than ask permission.
I thought her name was Wraith.
Drafting a list of demands to take to Yasmin, I'm your girl.
Appreciate that, but it's still early days. If this is going to work, we need numbers.
Oh.
The dozen you mentioned before?
Not nearly.
I don't care about your conversation no more.
A crush on Lucas?
Yum.
Really? Things can't be that bad, can they?
Where is Lucas? Hello.
He looks so composed. Let's hope what I've learned is enough to crack him.
Somebody
Looks
shot
like somebody
someone.
had their last stand.
Someone got murderized. Someone got assassinated. Assassinated.
I talked to him. Did you know?
Did I know what?
Why Vin lied in that statement?
No.
He was like hurt. But he did step down, so all hail President Diamond, I guess.
Congrats. Sometimes that's necessary. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have told you something without thinking through the consequences.
I mean, I wasn't trying to stop you.
First act as president of a breakfast?
Breaking the news to the Vinians, I guess. Ugh. There's gonna be tears. See you around, Max.
See you around. Something's off about Diamond. I liked her before, and I still like her, but something... Well, I mean, I guess she's fine.
I liked Sophie. She was my TA last year.
I'm sure she was rad, but all these canceled events. College students kill themselves all the time.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god, Alice.
Yeah, oh my god.
I think you're being really insensitive.
I'm being pragmatic. If we weren't allowed to play Assassins when someone died, there'd never be another game of Assassins ever again. The only reason we're all talking about this is because it was the president's daughter. It's elitist. I don't like it.
I guess.
My friend got killed by a drunk driver freshman year,
Oh,
and
damn.
nobody postponed exams for her.
I just wish they'd pushed the game until after break. That's all.
If we quit now, all this work will be for nothing. Hours hiding out in the turtle and hunkering down in a dorm room playing video games. Wasted.
It was wasted, was it? It was fun, right?
He likes her.
Yeah, totally.
And she likes
But be
him.
serious. What do the two of us have in common besides the game?
Oh. Well, I feel like we get along pretty good.
Sure we do, dude. I'm just saying.
You're right. We started this thing, so we should finish it.
Aww. Do we think...
That's my boy.
That's my boy. Yeah, it is. Do we think that they're gonna get together? So she said I have to find him, meaning she doesn't know where he's at. But
What did Vin mean? It all started in Lucas's class.
okay, I get it. You want me to find Lucas, but I know where he's at.
How nice of you to finally return my phone calls, Desmond. Damn the email.
I don't like the looks of this guy. Too grim reapy.
Draw your attention inwards and seek answers within. Inner reflection is the key to enlightenment. Oh, did I fuck up? Did I fuck up? I think I fucked up.
What did you do to Maya, Lucas? I don't blame Vin for wanting to ditch Caledon and get a fresh start.
Yeah, that's his resume.
Changing Yasmin's schedule must have been agonizing for both her and Vin.
Cheating has told me that I was supposed to turn the photo over, and I didn't. Because I didn't realize that I could. Whoops. But I have not looked further than that because I want to be surprised by whatever
That's probably
it is.
his ex-wife. They look really happy here.
Aha!
What a strange place to find a key. Must be significant. Doesn't fit.
Okay. Try lock on the typewriter? Oh. There's scratches. Oh.
That's not what I was expecting. Wait, 1,000,000 miles beneath my feet? I know this. Maya wrote this.
So he critiqued the title and said something less pointed, more metaphor. I had always been the beast. Okay, let's read this entire thing. In that city, the beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast, but that was later. Now I was trembling, freezing cold on a January morning. I took a step toward the moving truck, glanced back at the people gathering on the curb, and instantly understood what it felt like to drown. My parents were looking at each other, and Obasan was looking at the ground. Obasan? Obasan? An outsider might have seen this as obstinance, disapproval at my departure, but I knew they'd been crying and didn't want me to see. These people own my soul, I thought. Separating from them was like trying to breathe water. All I could do was thrash. 18 is too young. Hannah is only a girl, Opasan said over the dinner the night before. Talking about me like I wasn't there. She's American, said my father, like that. Like that, it explained it. He should have critiqued that grammar. She's American, said my father. Like that, it explained it. Like that, it explained it. We're all American now. Oh, maybe that. Like that, it explained it. Maybe? Like that? I don't know. All of us except my brother Kaito. He had his job in Tokyo. Not even wild horses could drag him from Japan. Those same wild horses that took me from the only home I've ever known. Across 200 miles of highway to a city with a beast at its center, where inside that labyrinth the people who owned my soul would have torn it away from them. And then he put a star. This notion of displacement would translate no matter the country.
Come on, there's gotta be a copy in here. Maybe 10 of them. Holy shit. It's the same.
Whoa. And then he wrote in Wilder Beasts Than These, I think. The beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast, but that was later. Now I was trembling, freezing cold on a January morning. I took a step toward the moving truck and instantly understood. Blah, blah, blah. 18 is too young. Carolina is only a girl, Abuelita said over dinner the night before, talking about me like I wasn't there. And then he wrote literally everything. She's American, said my father. Like that, it explained it. We're all American now. All of us except my older brother David. He really just fucking ripped it.
Vin was right. Lucas does have blood on his hands. This is what I've been missing this entire time. I have to talk to Safi.
Yeah. Then we can ask her about the restraining order. Living World Safi.
Safi, hey.
Of course, because Dead World Safi is dead.
Stay strong, Habibti.
Habibti.
You know where to find
Not
me.
Habibi. I pronounced it wrong earlier. Are you mad at me, Safi?
Is something wrong?
Oh, you want to talk to me now? I've got nothing to say to you.
What did I do?
Safi,
What? Did you spread my business to someone else? Dig up a couple more clues?
Shit. She knows I've been asking questions. I'm not sure who you've been talking to, but I have a good reason.
Oh, you have a good reason. Well, in that case, what's your good reason, Max?
You're dead. I can't tell you. I'm trying to help you. She's gonna be like, well, you're not helping me. I can't tell you.
I actually can't tell you right now.
Of course you can't. Great. Fucking sick, Max. I don't have the energy for this. I think you should leave me alone for a while. Maybe a long while.
Well,